Hello and welcome to the first IGA Grand Prix magazine. On March the 29th, the IGP teams went to Phillip Island, Australia, to the Phillip Island Grand Prix circuit. The 4.445 km long circuit is famous for his fast corners, which makes it a fantastic track for motorbikes. The international Grand Prix cars need about 1 minute and 4 to round the track in qualification. In free practice, Porsche Racing Team driver Henry Hermsen sets the best time in 1 minute 5.3. We are on board with Rain Daisuke, who drives for the Scuderia Rinaldi team from Italy. He needs 1 minute 8 to get round the circuit. This weekend he's the only driver for Scuderia Rinaldi. The team wasn't able to get the second car of Michael Sanchez ready for the Grand Prix. Clifford Royal Racing was the favorite team for the qualification, and they showed us why. Let's have a look at the standings after the qualifying and the shootout session. In the shootout session, the first 5 drivers fighting for the pole. Schubert and Lapstich got a double pole for a delighted team. Bingenheimer, Polens and Beveridge, who didn't set a time, took the positions 3 to 5. On the second page we see the rest of the field. Philip Island got a 2-place grid penalty for causing a collision in the qualification. Rain Daisuke was not able to set the time because he had technical problems. Let's go to the start of the race, with a distance of 34 laps. 17 drivers followed the Cliffords of Schubert and Lapstich to the flying start on the start and finish straight. A strange communication problem with the racing control, causing a strange start with many contacts. The most lucky drivers were Hermsen, Cativo and Kes, who gained more than 10 positions. In the first hairpin, González Cativo managed to get past Pascal Polens around the outside, and also Schubert passed the Austrian racing driver. 1 lap later, Schubert passes Cativo without any problems. Another lap later, Schubert tries to attack Henry Hermsen while Cativo is challenged by Pascal Polens in the background, but the Mexican managed to keep his position around the outside. While Polens have to serve a penalty, Schubert tries to attack Henry Hermsen on the main straight. The top speed of the Porsche is too much for the Clifford, but then he took plan B and does a great move around the outside. After a mistake of Schubert, Hermsen is into the lead again, so Schubert has to do the same move again, which he tries here. This time Hermsen has a much better exit, but he cannot hold the Clifford driver, who seems to be on a mission. Back in the field, Lucas Bingenheimer is chasing Kevin Jäger. Bingenheimer had a big crash at the start and had a big disadvantage. Now he's working his way through the field and uses the big top speed advantage of the Porsche to pass Kevin Jäger for 7th position. Also Yannick Lapstich has to work his way back through the field. He passes Cativo without any problem, while Pascal Polens' race is over after a heavy impact in corner 2. After Yannick Lapstich is back in 3rd position, there is a fighting group with Cativo and Hermsen. After Cativo has got a technical problem, he's out of the race for 2nd or 3rd place, because he lost 1 lap. In round 17, Hermsen went to the box and rejoins the track in 6th position. In front of him, Lucas Bingenheimer is chasing Jan-Henrik Bode. After a nightmare of a first lap, Bingenheimer is in a good position to finish 5th, while Yannick Lapstich is searching his pit crew. But he's not the only one with problems into the pit, but see by yourself. After Yannick Lapstich showed us that you can reverse into the pit, he rejoins in 3rd position. Behind him is Dennis Schneider, who was never seen before. Behind Schneider is Jan-Henrik Bode, who gained time on Bingenheimer, who had a strange pit stop like Lapstich too. Bode is driving a solid race. More than solid is the race of Sven Schubert, despite a few mistakes. The big question was, where was Henry Hermsen, because the pit stop of Schubert went a little bit long. There we see Henry Hermsen in the back of Schubert, and he tries a do-or-die move in the first corner. With skill but lots of luck, he avoids the wall. He loses lots of time, and his 10 seconds advantage of Yannick Lapstich is away in seconds. In 7th position is Andrew Richardson, who is under pressure from Kevin Jäger. Behind them is González Cativo, who gains nearly 2 seconds a lap at this stage of the race. After the mistake of Hermsen, Yannick Lapstich is in attacking position again. And he tries it around the outside in the hairpin, touching Hermsen and spinning Hermsen around. Hermsen has to spin the car around by himself to get back in the right direction. Richardson and Jäger are busy with their duel, so they have no eyes for Sven Schubert, who is not happy about that. After letting Schubert by, Richardson tries to get again in attacking position and spins out of the race. The damage at the back end of the car is too big to continue the race. Sven Schubert leading by over 20 seconds in front of his teammate and setting an unnecessary but joyful fastest lap. 5 laps before the finish, González Cativo had finally reached Kevin Jäger, and he's not in the mood to mess around and passes Jäger as quick as possible. Jäger nearly loses the car at the exit of the corner, but he holds on to finish in 7th position. That's possible because Bingenheimer seems to be the unluckiest driver of the world in this race. He had a technical problem which didn't allow him to brake anymore and hits the wall. Jan-Henrik Bode is in a safe 5th place, more than half a lap in front of González Cativo and with 20 seconds behind Dennis Schneider. If the speedster would have performed better on this track in the first race, he maybe would have scored a podium. But he was pleased with his race and looking forward to Bathurst. Now we are on board with the winner of the race, Sven Schubert, well deserved. He won in 14 minutes 19 seconds .934. In 2nd place his teammate comes home, Yannick Lapstich, congratulations too. In 3rd position is Henry Hermsen, who lost maybe the 2nd place with his do-or-die move on Schubert, but he was very happy about 3rd place on the hard tires. The 2nd time on the screen is Dennis Schneider at the end of the race. He finished 4th in front of Bode, Cativo and Tobias Dorsch. In front of Dorsch is Kevin Jäger, the 2nd best speedster in the Air Arab team. Rein Daisuke in 9th position is delighted by 2 points for the Scuderia Rinaldi team. Jan Lanzarat in the Air Arab team is 10th and scores another point for the team. Lucas Bingenheimer has got enough rounds to get into the result. With 5 laps down, he's 11th. Stefan Köhler in the Alpine Grand Prix is 12th and Andrew Richardson 13th. Let's have a look at the standings into the International Championship. Sven Schubert is leading the championship with 15 points, Jannik Lapstich got 12 and Henry Hermsen 10. The full standings you find on our German homepage. The link is in the description box. Thanks for watching and goodbye.